Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is an exciting video. It's going to be a review and a demo on the new Jaclyn Hill times Morphe collaboration. And I really enjoyed creating this look. It's very smoky, very everyday, going to mow the lawn, going to the grocery store, just woke up like this look. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you want to see how I created this smoky, plummy, taupey, glam look, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, so this is the palette I'm going to be using. This is the Jaclyn Hill palette. She had a collaboration with Morphe. This is like the big rave right now. This is what the palette actually looks like. Just says the Jaclyn Hill palette, and then it has Morphe at the bottom. On the back it says Morphe times Jaclyn Hill, and it has JH all over, which are her initials. And this is what the palette looks like inside. It has this little film to protect the shadows. Let me toss that to the side. And this is what it looks like. Such a pretty all over palette. On the inside it doesn't have a mirror. It says this palette is dedicated to all my loving subscribers, XO Jaclyn. This is a cardboard packaging, which is not my favorite, to be honest, and I absolutely love this palette overall. The pigmentation on them is wonderful. I love how you have your neutrals, your more mauve-y, your fiery type colors, your plummy, your pops of color. It has a really good variety, and it has a really good balance between shimmery and matte shades. One of the only things I don't really like about this palette is that it is in a cardboard packaging. It's not like Morphe's regular packaging, that plastic packaging. I would prefer the plastic, to be completely honest, because I feel like it'll be more protective towards my shadows. And this palette is so nice. I would really love to travel with this. I just don't trust the cardboard, and I don't want to risk any of my shadows like shattering or busting or anything. But overall this palette is great. Another thing I don't really like about the palette, and I can pretty much live with this, but it is a pain, is that it doesn't have the names of the shadows on the actual palette. It came with this little card that has like the shadow names, and I don't see myself carrying this around, so that's kind of lame. I know Morphe tweeted and said a lot of people didn't get that, so I guess I'm lucky that I did. But overall this palette is really, really good. The formula is different from the rest of Morphe's palettes, and you can definitely tell in the matte shades. These matte shades are so creamy, you don't get any kickback or fallout. The pigmentation is just to die for. I really, really do like it. As for the shimmery metallic-y ones, I don't see a huge difference, but I do see a difference in it. A lot more pigmented, a lot more like bam. There are a few shades in this palette that are misleading. For example, this one, I thought it was going to be like a beautiful cobalt blue, and I had this look going on, and I was gonna add this as a pop of color, and when I did apply it, this is what it looked like. So I'm just gonna swatch it. Purple. Do you guys see how purple that is? And in pan it looks like a cobalt blue, so that was a bummer. I also had an issue with this one. When I swatched it, it looks more like a closer into the greens. When I swatched it, it looked like turquoise, so that sucked. But other than that, these shadows are really good, and I'm not just saying that. Like, I really do like these, and I love the formula much better than the original Morphe formula. And what else should I say? I'm not sure, but I really do like this palette. This palette retails for $38. There are affiliate codes out there A lot of subscribers have, not a lot of subscribers, a lot of YouTubers have codes with Morphe to get 10% off. So it comes down to around $34. There are 35 shades in this palette. So you're paying a little over $1 per shadow, which is perfectly affordable and doable. I really do enjoy the formula to this. Like I said, like this is like my favorite Morphe palette, and I like how they blend it out and how these colors look together that I used on my eyes. So if you do want to see how I achieve this smoky halo-y eye, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, we're going to start out with the face. I'm first going to moisturize my face, and the moisturizer I'm going to be using today is the Drink Up H2O Hydrating Boost. This one is from Tarte. This is my first time using it, so hopefully I don't have like a reaction or it like messes up my makeup. Then we're going to go ahead and apply a lip oil, and the lip oil I'm going to be using today is from Yves Saint Laurent, and this is in the number 5. And this one does leave like a tint, which is another reason why I like it. This is just going to help keep our lips moisturized because I am going to go in with a very matte lip. Okay, and to prime my eyelids, because I have 2, I'm going to use a concealer, and this one is the Maybelline New York Master Conceal. So I just applied some on my hand, and I'm just going to go in with my finger. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and set my concealer. And another thing that I didn't like from the palette is that it didn't have a really light or white matte eyeshadow. When I first used this one, it looked matte, and then I tried highlighting, I can't even talk. I tried highlighting my under brow bone, and it was super frosty. So that's kind of a bummer that I have to go into another palette to set my eyelids, because I like to set it with a really light color. So to set it, I'm just going to use this NYX HD finishing powder. It's in the color Banana. So this will just help set and brighten. Okay, and I'm going to try to recreate a look that I did with this palette like a week ago. I don't really remember what exact shades I used, so I hope this comes out well. I am going to go in first with, it's called Silk Cream, and it's this one right here. And I'm just gonna buff this into the crease just as a good foundation and to help blend the rest of the shadows, because I want this look to have a nice like gradient look. Okay, and the next color I'm gonna go in with is Creamsicle. And what is this? This is exactly why I wish it had names. I'm going to go in with Creamsicle and Butter. So there are these two. Okay, I'm going to go in with Mocha, which is this brown shade right here. And I am going to focus this in the crease. You want to make sure that you get it in the inner crease as well, not just in the outer crease. We're going to do like a halo smoky eye. Okay, now that we have those two blended out, and this look is going to require you to blend, and keep on blending. We're gonna go in with Soda Pop, which is this very deep purpley plum, and this is actually like my favorite color in the palette. It's so unique and it just reminds me of like a grape soda. So we are going to do the exact same thing that we did with the other two shadows that we just used, and we're gonna make sure to focus in the outer crease, the inner, because we are gonna do a halo look. Okay, then we're gonna grab just a clean-ish blending brush and just kind of buff out any harsh lines that we may have, just because we want this look to look very gradient, smoky. It's like an everyday, just going to the grocery store type of look, you know what I mean? Okay, I am going to grab some concealer and pop it in the center, and then we will be setting it and applying a metallic-y color. This just helps make the middle really pop. And for the center, I am going to go in with, I think I want to go in Chip. Chip is this one right here. First, I'm just going to set that concealer, just lock it in. And I'm not going to spray the brush or eyeshadow. I want you guys to see how it really looks without any spray. I'm just gonna go in 4 times. There it is, you guys see it? It's pretty nice. The shimmer metallic-y doesn't feel too different from their original formula, if I'm gonna be completely honest, but their matte shades are amazing. So I'm gonna go back and with the same blending brush and just blend, maybe add a little more product to make sure everything blends well. Okay, so my camera had died, so I just took the time to do my eyebrows while it charged a little bit. So to continue the eyes, I am going to go in with the Marc Jacobs, I want to say it's just in black, liner, and I'm gonna apply it in my waterline. And I normally don't, because any liner, doesn't matter what it is, runs and then I'll start looking like a raccoon. But I am for this look because I want it to be very intense and smoky. Okay, and before finishing off the eyes, I'm gonna start on the face. So I'm gonna bring you back out. Okay, I'm gonna prep my skin by using the Urban Decay B6 Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Spray. This is supposed to help with redness reducing, pore minimizing, and oil absorbing. So I'm just going to cover my eyes a little, let that soak in for a minute. The primer I'm going to be using today is the Yves Saint Laurent Matte Touch oil-free primer. I've actually been liking this one recently. I haven't had any issues with it. I'm just gonna really focus this where I get most oily and where I have the largest pores, which is on my forehead, my nose, kind of in the T-zone area, and then whatever's left over, I'm just going to rub in everywhere else. Okay, and for foundation, I'm going to be using my Clinique Stay Matte. That's what it looks like. I'm going to squeeze some onto my hand and just apply it with a brush. My Clarisonic Sonic foundation brush to blend it out. Do you guys see how like quickly and flawlessly it just blends it out? I think I might have gotten the wrong one because I have 2 of these foundations, one in vanilla and one in honey. So I think I got the lighter shade, but it's okay, nothing a little bronzer can help with. So now that that is blended out, we are going to move on to concealer. Okay, I'm going to go back in with the Maybelline Master Conceal. I'm going to apply it with a brush. This one is very full coverage, so you really don't need a lot. Then on top of that concealer, I am going to go in with the L'Oreal Visilift Corrector and Concealer. And you see how this lip oil kind of left like a stain? Because most of it, the oil is gone. It just leaves like a really nice stain. I am going to be blending this out. Okay, now we are gonna set. Now our under eye looks very bright and alive. And I'm going to be using my RCMA No Color Powder. You wanna go back and forth to get into all the creases. Okay, while that is baking, we're gonna finish up the eyes real quick. So I'm gonna zoom you back in. Okay, we're gonna go in with, let me get this name sheet. We're gonna go in with a few colors actually. So first I'm gonna go in with Mocha, which is this shade right over here. And I'm going to buff the waterline, just so the liner doesn't look so like harsh. Then I'm going to go in with Creamsicle, which is this one. And I'll probably dip into this one a little as well, just to give it the same gradient effect that our top has. So now our eyes look really smoky and deep. And for the inner corner, I am going to go in with, I wanted to keep it pretty matte, but again, there's no like white or really light shade that's matte, so I'm gonna go in with this one and just pop that right in the inner. I'm gonna apply my mascara and I will be right back. All right, my mascara is on and I already brushed off my bake. I'm gonna start bronzing and I'm gonna go in with my Lorac Take Me to Tantango palette. And I'm not gonna really contour today because the eyes is the main focus. I'm just gonna bring back some warmth and life into the face. Okay, and for blush, I'm going to be using the Professional Blush palette, and this one is from BH. This is going to be my second time using it. The first time I used it, I grabbed a lot of product on the brush because I didn't think it was going to be that pigmented, and it really is. So I'm going to go in with a very light hand. I am going to go in with this shade and a little of these two. So I'm just gonna mix and create my own shape. Okay, now that we are all blushed out, my under eyes look very, very light, but in person, it's not that light. I think it's just probably my ring light that's making it look even brighter. Now we are gonna move on to highlight. And I am going to go in with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics highlight, the collaboration he had with Manny. This is called Eclipse. And if I could open it, I would show you what it looked like. This is what it looks like. It's like a peachy highlight. So I'm gonna go in with this large fan brush. And I am gonna spray my brush with some Mario Badescu spray. I'm gonna go in with Maybelline's lip liner in the color nude, or rose nude. Okay, now that my lip liner is applied, you could probably just stop here, but I'm gonna apply a nude lipstick. And the lipstick I'm going to be using is from MAC, and this one is in collaboration with Laura Lee. So this is what it looks like. It's just like a nudie. I want to say it has a little bit of brown and a little bit of pink. And it's very matte and it's a really pretty color. Okay, and you can stop here. but I am gonna add a gloss just to give it a little zhuzh. The gloss I'm gonna be using is from Revlon, and this one is in Sky Pink. I'm gonna focus it in the center, and it'll also give the appearance of a larger, fuller lip. Okay, now that our lipstick is on, I'm going to set my face using the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Boosting Mist. This is going to help with longevity and just give you a good hydration and let everything just sink in. Just to be the most, I'm going to apply a little more highlight on top of that. Alright guys, well this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, the demo, all that jazz. And if you did like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, share it with your neighbors, share it with your brother, your sister, the cashier at the grocery store. I don't care, just share it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks guys.